Okay, I know Christmas is over, but I'm still gonna keep wearing my Santa hat until December's over. So like, come January, yeah, that's gonna be gone right here. You'll be back to my normal face and luxurious hair, you know. Okay, anyway, it's been a couple months since the last episode of the shows I watched as a kid series, and I'm gonna finish the first batch of shows by talking about the Hub Network. The Hub Network. Okay, let's talk about the backstory of the Hub Network. You probably have heard of it, or maybe like you don't, but like, or maybe you do. You just have faint memories of it. I don't blame you. There's a pretty big backstory about all of this. So, whenever there wasn't anything on PBS Kids, which was pretty rare, or on Sprout, which is even more rare, or on Disney Junior, which is a little more rare, or on Nick Jr., which was ridiculously rare because there was always some good stuff to watch. And then, like, now it's just, like, so boring, and you don't even want to watch anything on there because those shows on there suck now. Then the only channel I would have left to watch was the Hub Network. Because I only watched it when nothing else was on, there wasn't a lot of shows that I watched on that channel. And I can only think of 5 shows that I like continuously watched on there, like shows that I really like to watch. Like I watched them because like nothing else is on, or because I actually physically wanted to watch them. And yeah, you probably might remember the Hub Network, and if you don't, you might know it now as the Discovery Family channel. I remember that I went on vacation for a week, and when I came back, the Hub Network was replaced with Discovery Family for some reason. I was like, where'd it go? And I was like, why would they do that? Why would they do that to me? They ruined my childhood. I'm just kidding, but still, it kept all the shows that were on the Hub Network, thank God, because I probably would have done something about it. But it didn't have the kind of like flair the Hub Network had. In between like program blocks, whenever like a show would end, like during like the credits, they would like show what next will be on for like the next hour and a half, and like that was always like really cool to see. But now like I don't think Discovery Family does that, because now I have a Dish TV that doesn't have Discovery Family, so I can't figure it out for myself. Or maybe it does and I just don't know, so whatever, you guys find out for me. Okay, so without any further ado, let's talk about the Hub Network shows I watched as a kid. But first, be sure to like and subscribe to this video and my channel. Check out my Demoner and my Twitter, which are in the description. Check out Pleasant Straw Poll, which are also in the description. And please share this with your friends so I can get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. Okay, so the first one up is The Adventures of Chuck and Friends. The Adventures of Chuck and Friends was basically if Cars was a TV show and was produced by Nelvana. It features a red dump truck named Chuck, you know, the title of the show, who goes around having adventures with his friends while trying to achieve his dream of becoming the fastest dump truck racer. Yeah, go look for that kid. Chuck's friends include a fire truck named Boomer. Yeah, that is his real name, look it up. A tow truck named Handy, a Spanish-speaking backhoe loader named Manny, a garbage truck named Rowdy, an orange monster truck named Biggs. And there was also Soku, who looked like DJ from the first Cars movie, you know, like that, like, blue, highway car that, like, that, like, follow those, like, neon cars from the first Cars movie. Another thing I found out recently is that Chuck's parents are a forklift and a big rig. Okay, here's my question. How do talking forklifts and big rigs make a dump truck? Like, what's the process behind all of that? That's kind of weird when you think about it. Yeah, I get that okay, well, besides that, possibly my favorite thing about the show was the animation. Yeah, I get that the colors of all the characters are kind of generic, and you kind of know that the colors are the same to actual vehicles in real life. Like, obviously, fire trucks are red and backhoe loaders are yellow. But I don't know, the colors just, like, really stand out to me. They're kind of vibrant in a way, you know? I really liked the show, and I enjoyed watching some episodes. Like the episode where Chuck and his friends trying to make a game in the great outdoors when their favorite game gets like broken and it's getting fixed, which that doesn't really happen anymore. Usually, like when a game breaks, then like people say like, oh, okay, and then they get a replacement for it. Like games don't usually break anymore; they usually like glitch, but then they can easily be like fixed when you just do it yourself. Okay, I definitely recommend Chuck and Friends to younger kids, so it gets a 5 out of 5. Alright, up next is Pound Puppies. Pound Puppies was a show where fully grown dogs who have escaped the pound help tiny baby dogs find new owners and escape from the pound. What really shocks me is that there's like a whole secret facility under like the animal like shelter that like the pound puppies use to like distribute like the little like pups from the pound, and the owner of the pound doesn't even like freaking know it's even there. He's like so completely oblivious. Also, apparently, like, the Pound Puppies have, like, a rival organization and are called the Kennel Kittens, and it's run by cats who try to sabotage the Pound Puppies. Really, that's only the major, like, plot points of, like, the whole show. I don't really have anything else to say about Pound Puppies, but still a pretty good show. I definitely recommend it. So it gets a 4 out of 5. Next is Transformers Rescue Bots. Need I say more? If you're a Transformers fan, which some of you probably are, there is no doubt you have at least heard of Transformers Rescue Bots. If you haven't, then basically it's a show where 4 sentient robots from outer space, you know, like all of the Transformers, arrive at a town in Maine called Griffin Rock, disguised as emergency rescue vehicles, and team up with the Burns family to help the people of the town, because like basically like there will be some technology that will like malfunction in the town, and basically they try and go and like stop the technology from like, you know, like killing people. These Autobots are named Heatwave, who can become a fire truck, Chase, who can become a police car, Blade, who can become a helicopter, and Boulder, my personal favorite, can be kind of like who can become a bulldozer, which is kind of a stretch to call that a rescue vehicle, but who cares, it's Boulder. Something I really like about the show is its animation. It gets like more brighter per season, and like I kind of like the dark colors they like put onto like the rescue bots. It's pretty cool. I kind of like that. It gets more and more brighter per season, and I'm pretty glad they're keeping it like consistent and like growing and get the animation make the animation better and better as the series goes on. Okay, well, here's like one gripe I have with this show. There's one character named Cody, and throughout the show you can kind of see him getting older, but it looks like he is the only one getting older. Like, it's so weird. Like you take a look at season 1, he's like, okay, normal, like basic, but then you jump all the way to season 4 and he's like so old and his face looks like so deformed and stuff too. Like, it looks like puberty hit him like a fire truck, if you know what I mean. Pun definitely intended. And that's just like, this isn't Cody, it's some imposter. Voice crack right there. And I don't know, I didn't really like that change, and I'm kind of confused that he was literally the only one. He was kind of like the only one who actually suffered a major design change, so that's kind of weird, and I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But, yeah, okay, you can get over it. Also, Bumblebee and Optimus Prime appear in a few episodes, which makes me want to believe that the show is canon to the official Transformers television continuity, but what the show stands for kind of contradicts what the franchise stands for, because the Transformers have stayed robots in the skies, but yeah, the Rescue Bots, basically like every season there's at least one person who finds out at the end of every season, so I don't know where. But I guess it is canon as stated by executive producer Jeff Klein. But I don't know, it's pretty loose in terms of continuity. Why am I'm not even the big Transformers fan. It's so weird. Okay, I think the reason why it's not as popular now is because like they sort of like half continued the series with Transformers Rescue Bots Academy, which was actually not that bad. It brings back most of the characters from Rescue Bots, and I kind of like it. I like how like they're starting brand new and fresh, but like it's kind of weird to find out that there's more Rescue Bots when in the first episode they blatantly say that like there's no other Rescue Bots alive or something. It's kind of because Cybertron blew up. So okay, whatever. So my ranking for the original Rescue Bots is a 4 out of 5. It's pretty good. Our last show I'll be talking about before the second part of the Hot Network shows is In the Night Garden. You know, I can say with confidence that In the Night Garden is the most relaxing show ever. I guarantee. Just pull up an episode on YouTube, and within 20 minutes, you or your children will be fast asleep, just like that. Not to say that show is really boring or like a snore fest, pun intended. But I'm saying that the show is I'm just saying the show is genuinely really calming, and the characters are just so cute and adorable, and you want to like squeeze them. So, God, like we got this blue fuzzy toddler named Iggle Piggle who carries around a red blanket and goes around the night garden, meeting all of his friends, which isn't really much of gardening, more like an entire forest. But whatever. And then you got Upsy Daisy who likes to like hug everybody, and everything actually. They got Macapaka, who likes to clean stuff and collect rocks. They got the Tommy Blues, who like to bounce around and play music. And they're all really adorable. They're my favorites. Then you have the Pontypides and the Watchenders, which are 2 tiny families with 8 children and 2 adults. Basically, every episode starts out with a shot of a vehicle running around in the garden, or forest, if you want to be technical. And it's either the Ninky Nonk, which is sort of like an off-road train. I said off-road train, or the Pinky Punk, which is sort of like a blimp or a zeppelin, whichever like one looks correct. I also like how whenever a character comes on screen for the first time in each episode, the narrator sings a short little ditty about the character. And I'll tell you, some of these are really good and kind of fun to listen to. The characters are all so cute, and I enjoy every second of the show because of the characters. They're just so adorable. They're so adorable. You might think this show is just like Teletubbies, and you'll be sort of right. But whereas Teletubbies was hated everywhere, In the Night Garden just had some sort of magic that made everyone like love it. It was like mind control spell, and once you start watching, you can never stop. I fell victim to this spell, but ironically, I enjoyed it a lot actually. I still watch it to this day, which may raise some red flags, but how can you blame me? The show is really good. In the Night Garden is a really awesome show, and I would give it a 6 if I could, but no. It gets a 5 out of 5. Perfect. I kind of wish the Hub Network was still around. It was a really big part of my childhood, even if it didn't have a lot of interesting shows on there. But let me tell you, all the shows I did talk about in this video might be some of my all-time favorite youngster, toddler, kid shows. Next video I'll be talking about is the show Animal Mechanicals, and why it was so awesome. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out my straw poll, check out my DMR and my Twitter in the description, and please share it with your friends so I can get to 1,000 subscribers. 2021 is ending pretty soon, really, like 5 days until like 2022 comes by, and I have a lot of big plans in store for 2022. Also, if you notice, I got a pop filter for my microphone, so now like you won't hear any random background noise, you just hear my perfect voice. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.